and concerning a kingdom to build and to plant it, if it does evil in my sight, so that it does not obey my voice, then I will relent concerning the good with which I said I would benefit it. And this is exactly what the curses of Deuteronomy 28 are all about. So in the same way, he judges other nations, he judges Israel alike. Yes, Israel has benefits because they come to know the true God, but they're judged even more strictly since they know the true God, while the other nations were serving pagan gods. The whole point of Israel being a light to the nations was so that they would bring them into the temple and make sacrifices for them as they did.
What's your name again, bro? Albie?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Why are you talking?
Albie, not sure. Okay. Anyway, Jeremiah 18.
I'm just curious. So why?
I'll respond to that. Then we'll ask him a question.
There's nothing to respond to yet.
Thank you.
Yeah, know your place. Know your place.
Thank you. I'll take it from
know
here.
your place. So he may not believe that God's a racist, but that was some racist.
He sure is a racist.
Yeah. See, one thing.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Answer Jeremiah 18. It says, if that nation, not certain people from the nation, not individuals. It says if that nation, that means a collective of that nation. Collective.
If I don't like you as a person, I don't like you as a person. Has nothing to do with your race.
All right. Look, fellas, I can't hear you guys, right? I can't hear you guys. So if I can't hear you guys, then there's really no this. So let's, Albie made his point. Albie made a good argument. Deacon, let's not name call. Let's chill out. It's your turn to respond and ask a question. So let's respond, ask a question. Then it'll be Albie's turn to respond and ask a question. Because I really couldn't hear you guys. Couldn't hear you guys.
I'm not calling names. He said grow a spine. I just told him.
All right, so no name calling all around. Let's everybody now. All right, so
if Deacon, I say grow a spine, if he says grow a spine,
I heard you said that he didn't have he didn't know things or something. I forgot
that's not an
because he called me a racist. He did call me a name.
No, I didn't call you a racist.
That's what narcissists do.
I didn't call you.
All right,
you call me a racist.
Now, let me respond.
Let him cry, man. He's gonna cry. Let him cry.
Okay, that's it.
So,
Deacon,
I want to
ask a question.
Okay, there we go. So Albie, God deals with other nations just like he deals with his
children. Deal with the text that I just read for you, please. Deal with the text that I just read. Exegete for me.
Cool. When it says, if that nation repent, that's if that nation repent, not if one person, two person, 10 person. It didn't say if those individuals repent. It said if that nation repent, then the Lord will spare them. I don't have any disagreement with that.
Okay,
but what you said is reading that. Hold on, because it's my turn to respond. Then I get to ask a question. But what you said in reading into that and superimposing into that is that God deals with all nations like he deals with his chosen people. So now in my response, I'm asking you, does God deal with other nations like he deals with his chosen people? Yes or no?
He deals more harshly with his people, seeing that they have the truth on their side. But yet in Jonah, when he was sent to the king of Assyria in their capital Nineveh, which is my ancestors, the king of Assyria,
that's a lie.
All the people there repented. And for a generation, the people of Nineveh worshipped the God of Israel.
Okay. Notice how you didn't answer my question. And did God eventually destroy your people? Yes or no?
Okay. Is that your
course,
question?
Because the very next generation is after their idolatry.
Hey, destruction to the Assyrians.
You asked me a question.
Destruction to the Assyrians.
You asked me a question.
Death to the Assyrians.
You asked me a question.
Now, let me.
You asked me a question. Now I'm going to respond to it.
All right.
Go ahead. Thank you.
All right. Good. Now, the genius over here says, did God destroy your people? Well, this genius obviously has not read the New Testament.
Which genius?
Be quiet. Be quiet.
There's
Mute up.
Let him respond.
Mute up.
Let him respond and ask a question.
There you go. Right? Good. Now, this genius over here obviously hasn't read the New Testament because he's saying, oh, didn't God destroy your people? Well, if he did, what am I doing here with my language still preserved, number one? And what was Jesus doing, speaking my language during the time he walked the earth? And moreover, what does Jesus say in Matthew chapter 12, verse 41? The men of Nineveh will rise up in the judgment with this generation and condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah, and indeed a greater than Jonah is here. My people, the Assyrians,
All right,
that
this
were
is
during the
all
time
fair-
of Jonah, will rise up to judge the
Okay.
Israelites of the
All
time
right.
of Christ.
That's
So now
right.
what do you have to
Judge
say?
the
Okay.
Israelites.
Okay,
That's
now,
right. Judge the
now.
Israelites.
Hold
I
on.
asked the question. I asked
Hold
the
on, hold on,
question.
Albie. What's your question though? You
No,
respond.
Albie
What's
don't
your
have a question because it's my turn to ask the question. But he didn't answer my question. I said, does God
What?
deal with other nations
He
like
did
he
answer.
deals with the Israelites? Yes or no?
He just answered that question.
I know he didn't. He went on a whole, he said about judgment. I'm not talking about in judgment.
We
I'm talking
talked about
overall.
Jonah. We talked about
Overall.
Jonah, and you said, didn't
Sir
God
Albie.
destroy your people?
Sir
Well,
Albie.
hold on.
No, but my
I'm still
question
here.
was, does God deal with all other nations like he deals
Can
with
you
his
deal with
chosen
Jonah?
people?
Can you deal
Yes
with the
or
king of
no?
Assyria repenting and being spared and to condemn
For the
the
record, this has
Israelites of the time
I'm
of
gonna
Christ?
try this one. Listen, I don't have to be here. I do not have to be here.
Bye.
Like, I do not have to be here. So if he doesn't
Bye.
want to answer the question, we'll just ask this chick,
Okay,
this
bye.
fake Native American up top. All right, so Chris, I got a
So
question for you. I got a question for Chris.
You're
I got a
fake
question
Hebrew
for Chris.
Israelite. What
I
do
got-
I want
okay,
to
that's
address
fine.
you
All
for?
right,
That's
hold
fine.
on.
That's fine.
Chris,
That's fine.
do you
What
want
do I have to
engage?
answer you for? You're
Chris,
a fake
do
Hebrew
you
Israelite.
want to answer this question while you're looking
You're
like
a
how to
fake
catch a
Hebrew
predator?
Israelite.
All
You're
right.
a
Chris,
fake
you look like the
Israelite.
how to catch a predator guy.
All right, all right.
You're a
all
fake
right,
Israelite.
All right. So look.
Just say the N word if you want.
Listen. All right, fellas. Look, I think that this
No,
conversation.
last question. I promise. All right.
Okay, if one way wants to engage, I'll allow him to. One way, do you want to engage or you're through with this? 'Cause
No,
you're
after he called me a fake Native American,
Yeah.
why would I want to address a clown?
All
right. All right, so
He's such
Hassad
a
and Deacon,
pussy.
I will see y'all on Tuesday. All
Hey,
right.
death to the Assyrians. Shalom.
Hey, Deacon,
Look at
hey,
how
hey,
nonsensical these people. No, it's Albie. We don't need to stoop down to their level.